Hi guys. Today when you go to the AWS organizations, you might be seeing this new box with central root access for member accounts with button saying enable in IAM. Then you will go to the AWS IAM and in the left pane menu, you will see a new entry saying root access management. And you will be thinking, what is this new feature? What can I get this from new feature? And what are the capabilities of it? So they have given a link. You can go to AWS documentation itself and see what's this new feature is about. So in this today's video, I will show you what are the main points, main advantages of this new feature. Let's dive in. So this new feature, root access management centrally from your management account, give you these four options. Delete member root accounts, easy to satisfy audit requirements, privileged tasks can be performed centrally, and recover root credentials. Okay, what are these? If you have one or two AWS accounts, it's really easy for you to manage the root account. Your root account is your Gmail address, email address. So you go reset the password and you save it in your password managers somewhere else you feel secure. But if you're an organization with having multiple of AWS account, maybe 50, 100, 200 or 500 AWS accounts, it's hard for you to manage securely your root account credentials because you need to have the same set of security level for each and every root accounts throughout your AWS accounts. It's really hard to do, and this is actually a compliance requirement, audit check in your organization, internal or external audits. So you need to be very careful of these root accounts. So having this hectic process of securely managing root credentials, which is actually can be really damaging if it's not done properly, AWS has come up this with new feature. So with this, you can delete all of your root credentials of your member accounts and only have one single root account for your management account only. And this gives you the easiness of managing one only single root account and securely pass all the audit requirements and secure your environment, showing that you do not have any vulnerabilities related to roots of all the other accounts, because the root does not simply exist. You can easily centrally delete it. No need to go one by one and delete it. You can centrally from your root account delete all the other member root credentials when you enable this particular feature, and this satisfy the root account access management, which you need to provide evidences in the audit and your compliance reports, because there's no root accounts for your member accounts, right? And now you will be wondering this question. There are some tasks that I need to perform with using the root credentials, right? For example, you suddenly lost access to your S3 bucket because of you messed up the S3 bucket policy. Or same thing do you have done to the SCS or SQS? Or maybe you have a KMS key that you have messed up the policy again. Now you cannot access that one. You cannot decrypt anything. You cannot change the policy because you messed it up. Or you will be having some new options that you need to enable in the AWS marketplace. Or you need to view the billing information and you forgot to grant the access to the IAM people to view it. So now you'll be wondering, okay, how can how can I do these accounts if I delete my member root account credentials, right? So with this new feature, the AWS have given the ability from your central account, from your management account, or there's another option that you can have dedicated administrator account for this feature as well. As you have aware of other AWS account, you can have a dedicated administrator account for this one. Most of the time in organization, it's going to be your security account. So from that dedicated administrator account or from the management account, you can centrally perform these tasks that need privilege actions that need to be done in the member accounts. So that option is also given with this new feature. So no need to worry that I do not have my root credentials anymore. So the last point, there can be some situations that you need to remove your member account from your organization and give it to some other team to individually manage it, or there can be some situations that don't need to do uh, from the central account, some task in that member account, or maybe there can be a new task that which is not still supported by the central access control of the root accounts. So in that case, you will be needing root account again, right? Now you just deleted it. How can you get it? Yeah, that option is also there. You can recover your deleted root accounts of your individual member accounts when or if it's required. So that recovery option is also there. So don't be afraid to enable this one. Is this new feature is really helpful for you? Definitely it will be helpful in the bigger organizations. Even though I'm having simple accounts, I also use this one to easily manage my and secure my accounts. So let's dive in and see how to easily quickly enable this one. I'm in the AWS IAM console now. I clicked on the enable, and then you can see what are the capabilities that I'm going to enable with this new feature. So I'm going to enable the root credential management, which is going to delete all the member account root credentials as soon as I enable this feature. And second, the privilege root actions in member accounts. So ability to perform privileged tasks in the member accounts, which I explained to you guys earlier. So both of capabilities I'm going to enable. So if you, let's say, if you don't want to have any particular single capability, you can untick that particular one you don't want to have and proceed with this one. Down you can see there's a delegate administrator root access I can provide. So let's say if you don't want to use the management account to do this task and manage this central access, you can delegate a specific account. Most of the time in the organization, as I mentioned, going to be the security account. So you can give the security account ID in here and click on enable. Once I click on enable, it will take a few seconds to do the necessary things in the background, and now it's been enabled. And you can see in the second section of the screen, centralized root access for member accounts, the both required capabilities has been enabled, which I ticked in. And since I did not give a delegate administrator, so it's there's nothing in there. So you can click on assign in here and give a account again later on also. So for my requirements, I don't need to give anything, so I'm going to just leave it as it is. Then I'm going to click back again on root access management option, and in the menu and you can now can see our AWS accounts in my organization. And if I expand it in my member account, you can see root user credentials not present. So my member account root credentials has been now deleted and it's no longer there. And if you want to click on that account and click on this take privilege action button, we can go ahead and do the mentioned privilege actions, but that I will explain to you in next video. So this is all for this video, and if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments below. I will happy to answer them, and we'll see you in the next video on how to take the privileges action using this new feature. And don't forget to subscribe and share this channel with others and this particular video itself, so if anyone who will feel benefit from this kind of information. See you guys in the next video, and have a nice week.